Okay, okay. Now, Microsoft Excel basically we use it to perform a MR calculations. Uh,
Mm,
yes, Microsoft Excel. I hope you can see the screen. Let's share Sheila.
yes.
Uh, those squares you can see. Okay, like we have columns. I've highlighted the whole column here A. The whole column,
Yes.
yes, of the whole column here B, and then we have got MR rows. Let me highlight the whole row here A, yeah, 1, 2, and so on and so forth. So
Okay.
this way, lisekuqaleni siku-column A, row 1. So sithi lesikwele lesingubani u-A1. I hope you can see here
Yes.
this A1. What is A1? A1 is the cell reference.
Okay.
Yes, A1 is the cell reference. So uma ngibeka lana sitawusini lana, this is E7. It's in rows, I mean column E, row 7. So we are in E7. That is a cell reference. So lana again, the squares you see, okay, if you are printing on a paper, these squares will not appear. Okay,
All right.
let us just let me just type a few things. Still gonna go in the example. Okay, let me just say Southern University. Then I'm going to send you Emma notes. Southern University of Technology, and then here Google A2. I'll type name of student. Name of student. Okay, now finance law name of student. Law name of student doesn't fit in this cell A2. How do I adjust? I can come in between A and B, need drag the column to adjust the column width. Now name of student so kahle kenyama. And then sengiyakubani kenyama sengiyaku send, I mean sengiyaku maybe test one. And then sengiyaku test 2, and then maybe finally let's say we have got 3 tests, test 3. We may also want to have the average. Okay, so what will happen here actually, if I will enter the names of the students, the scores for the students, then when it comes to the average, the computer is going to calculate the average automatically. Okay, now, okay, let me just enter 4 students quickly. Fosse, uh, Sipho, Nomsa. Okay, and then, okay, we have Babette Charles is entering our chat room. Okay, now we have these 4 students. Then the scores, maybe first test got 44, second test 76, okay, 55, 56, 44, 87, okay, 47, okay, then finally this one, Notula 77, Notula 19, Watchola 67. Okay, now we have the scores. We have the scores now. Mr. Charles, welcome, welcome. Okay, still trying to connect. Still trying to connect. Okay. Now, okay. So take it. Microsoft Excel, what is it going to do? It has to calculate the average automatically. Okay, I'm still waiting for Mr. Charles to connect. He's connecting now, connecting to the audio. Click connect audio, use computer audio, use computer audio, connect via computer audio. Okay, now while it's still trying to, okay, we have average. How do we calculate the average? Mr. Tlamin, welcome.
Hey, yes, sir.
Yes, we are learning today Microsoft Excel. Can you please open Microsoft Excel in your computer? I've just opened Microsoft Excel and I type out these names. So Microsoft Excel basically is used to perform calculations. As teachers, we should be able to use Microsoft Excel. Lana Jena, I've got this Excel, this workbook, here in the workbook learner. I just want to calculate the student averages. I can also maybe rank here position. I can position the students maybe from the highest to the lowest. Okay, so first thing, okay, now if you want to enter a formula or Excel, okay, we'll come here where we want to enter the formula. Siteke Lalang pointed corner here, it's in column E, row 3. So the cell reference for this is one, it's E3. This is where we see the cell reference. The cell reference here is E3. So now I want to type a formula. The formula it's in again. I want to find the average. Okay. Kunanaku-ke lesithi lana. Okay. Ngikhulume nge-cell reference. I'm referring to a single cell. I'm referring just to here. This is E3. And then we have also what we call a range reference. In range reference here, I'm referring to a number of cells. Okay. Let me make an example. Now I want to calculate average from here to there. Ithini ke le reference yala? This is ngiqala kubani ku B3 to D3. So i-range reference for here ngobani? Okay, I'll just type it here. B3. Uyambhala lo. This is B3. We are calculating from B3 to E, I mean to D3. Okay, that is the range reference. Skumaban, we are starting from B3 to D3. Mga B3 to D3, we are referring to this highlighted area. Same thing, we can calculate from Ganje downwards. Lapho starting one lawyer. One enter a range reference for what I've highlighted here.
It's B3 to B6.
Yes, B3 to B6, yes. It's B3 to B6. You use a colon to separate, yes. B3 to B6, that is B3 to B6. So okay, before you type a formula, finally what the cell reference opposite. Okay, now we are using this case. The average, if you want to call la ufuna uphume answer corner, you have to put your, you highlight that area. This area, this is what we call a formula part. That is where I'm going to type a formula. Microsoft Excel, if you are typing a formula, Kuze athi Microsoft Excel ukuthi nyalo I'm typing a formula, fanele uqale nge-equal sign. Okay,
Okay.
what am I calculating? I'm calculating the average. Okay, as soon as ngibhala kanjena kuyavela le formula, but okay, let me type ngize ngiyofika ekugcineni. What am I averaging? Average B3 to D3. So loko ngikwenza njani? I have to put it in bracket. Average B3 to D3, and then I close the brackets, and then I press enter. Now, when I press enter, I hope you can see ukuthi nyalo sekwente njani kungibalele
Alright.
i-average. Okay, now suppose, let's say I have got 100 students. So umbuto uthi, do I need to type this formula for the 100 students now? No, because Microsoft Excel when njani is meant to make our work easy. Phela uma benta utype the formula for 1000 students kusho ukuthini? Kusho ukuthi it's better to use a calculator. Okay, so what do I do? I will need to copy this formula and paste it in the other cells. How do I copy? I right click on the cell formula already. I have to right click and then bese copy, and then I paste, highlight letinjawo let, and then now yeah, I can paste using click nje, and yabona sekwenteke nyani
Ah,
automatically sengene le formula automatically seyibalile.
okay.
Now I hope you can note ukuthi lana-ke kwente njani isiniketa decimal figures, so labo point something. If we don't want labo point, sifuna nje inombolo ibe yinye. What do we need to do? Okay, let's highlight everything. Then we right click on that shaded, and then what do we do? Format cells, and then after formatting cells, we come on to number, and then decimal places. We just click down, and then it becomes 0, and then we say okay. Now I hope you can see ukuthi lenyalo sekanjani sengu-1. There's the formula. So okay, if I click la kulo 78, I hope uma ngiklikha la ku 78 ngithemba uyabona ukuthi la ku-formula bar kuvela ini? Vela the formula I've used to calculate the average. If I click to 56, same thing. This is the formula that has been used to calculate the average.
Yes.
Okay, now let us format lomsebenzi wethu. Let's say you are done. The squares you see now, they won't be visible when you try to print your paper. Let me just uh, pretend as if I'm printing. I'll just click on print. I hope you can see the preview here. The preview here, iyakhombisa ukuthi there are no lines. Can we see what I'm previewing here? The squares are not here.
Yes.
You need to add the squares yourself. How do you do that? How do you add the squares? Okay, let us work on that. Let you highlight everything lofuna ukuthi kuvele tikwele kuto. Okay, I've highlighted everything here, and then I come on to this side. Puna bold, italic, underline, and then this side there are those squares. I click on the drop down arrow. If I click on the drop down arrow, then kuvela bani? All borders. So I have my borders, all borders I have. Nyalo-ke atawuvela lama border. And then there's Southern University of Technology. Lotimele yena la Duru. Let us say now, okay, but let us just preview. Let me just go to print. You see now the borders are visible, except for the Southern University of Technology. Maybe let's say ngifuna kumfaka naye abe in a box the Southern University of Technology. How do I do that? Okay. I may highlight the Southern University of Technology mhlambe ngicinisele agcineni. Also come on to here, click the drop down arrow, and then maybe outside borders. Ngifaka nyalo outside borders. There's just a border around the Southern University of Technology. Let us see if that has worked. Yes, Southern University of Technology. I hope now you can see it. It's now it's in a border. Okay. Let me go back. Also, maybe you can now let us just increase the font size, highlight everything, and then we are trying now. We are increasing the font size. Maybe let's just come to 16. Okay. Uh, the font size now is bigger. I hope you can see ukuthi kune-text lengasaveli like name of students. It's how to adjust. We click in, you move your cursor in between these two columns A and B. Once you have available plus lona, then you drag your column in the ibenga. Okay. Also for average akaveli GE. Now you can do the same thing. Kukhona-ke indlela lemelula longayisebenzisa. Instead of dragging, what do? You just double click in between E and F. They adjust the log automatically. Also, when it comes to position 9, so phumela I can also come here, double click, so we got inside. Okay, now you can bold the Southern University of Technology, just bold it. I hope we know how to bold. The same technique lesisebenzisa ngale Microsoft Word. Also, maybe for name of student, we can also want to bold that. You also do the same thing, or you can also like to highlight, use a different color. We can choose different colors. You just come to this bucket, click on the drop down arrow, choose any color, the color of your choice. Let me just choose blue for now. And there we go. Okay. Uh, we have said we can also position, rank, made from the highest average to the lowest average. Ngithemba yabona lana nathi ngu-78, ngu-62, ngu-58, 56. But if there are many students, because it can be difficult to do that. Okay, how do we do that? Okay, let me just highlight, and then here there's what we call, okay, there is sort. You click on sort, and then custom sort. Uma click on custom sort, uthi no custom sort, okay. Uh, then here you choose ukuthi ufuna kusotha ngani. Do you want to sort by name of student? Okay, let's start by name of student. Name of student, lana kuthiwa arrange ma students alphabetical. I-order it's in A to Z. Okay, asesiqale ngaloko kuqala sithi okay. Nyalo ngethemba yabona uqale DNSV. Kwende sisorte by what nyalo? Sisorte by name of student. Okay, now we want to sort by average. And sesifuna kuqale the high, yes, go to the lowest. Okay, nyalo yebo lo 780 highest, but akuti 62 njalo njalo. How do we sort? Okay, still we need to highlight. So highlighter see only the heading. The heading I say highlight. You don't highlight the heading. You come on to sort. Click the drop down arrow. Then you go to custom sort. And then you sort by, you select. I am sorting by average, not from smallest to largest, but now finance is coming from what? Largest to smallest. And then we say, okay. I hope you see when they get nyalo, we arrange it.
Secondary 78.
Yes. Yes, you have a question.
No, not me.
Okay, okay. Now maybe manually we can just say one, two, this position two, position three, position four. Then we have our positions. Okay. I'm just before I give you the notes, before you started the handout link that we on. I just want you to have an idea some of these things. Okay. Eh, the function lena lesiyisebenzisile ngubani? Ngu-average.
Mm.
Okay, there are many functions lotawasebenzisa. Kukhona-ke mhlambe where you want to add from here to there, you just want to add these numbers. Lapho sithi wena njani, you are summing. That's a sum. Okay. The cases also mhlambe where you want to give a grade. Kukhona la like lothole 78, the computer automatically imnikete B. Lothole 62, automatically imnikete C, njalo njalo. We're also going to do that. That function leyo sithi yini? I-conditional fun yini? Yes, sisikhuluma, we have this function, if function. It's an if function. We are going to talk more about the if function. If, says if this condition is met, then give the student a B. If the student who scored between 70 and 79, then give the student ban a P. If the student who told between 60 and 69, give the student a C. If that's an if function, it's an if function. If there's a condition the student has to meet, kufana nekuthi ungaphinde usho ukuthi pass, fail based on the average of the student. If the student uthole less than 50, utawuthi bani? Fail. If the student athole more than 50, utawuthini? That's a pass. Sitawudiscussa loko as sichubeka nyalo nje bengisakhomba the basics. Okay, let me before I'll come back to this. We are going to do more complex tasks. Okay, let me share the screen and show you some of the functions we are going to use. Some of the functions we need to know. Okay. Okay. Stop share. Okay, I want to share the screen. There's a different screen I want to share. Where's the screen? Okay, I'm just trying to look for the file I want to share. Okay. Okay, that's the moment. I'm closing some of the windows. It's like I've opened a lot of programs here. I've opened a lot of programs. Just a moment, please. Okay. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Oh, is it? Okay. I'm trying to look. Okay, let me just close and share. Okay. Okay, there's a file I want to share. Oh, yes, there we go. Now, okay. Now, those are the functions. Like what? Okay. We have what you call the basic, where you add, you subtract, you multiply, you divide. Fanele ukhone ukukwenza lokho. And then number two, you need to sum, like I've just shown you. You sum, you add up a range of numbers. Already I've shown you how to calculate the average. And then you also have this function, minimum, maximum. Okay, minimum, you find the lowest value in the range of numbers. Maximum, you find the highest value in a range of numbers, and so on and so forth. Yes. Okay, this is the one I've talked about, the IF, deciding what will go into a cell depending on the conditions set. So these are the formulas. Let's start with phones. I'm going to give you this handout. You are going to go through the handout. Ubuke. Okay, nyalo ngikhulume about average. Okay, mhlambe ngingakhuluma about two, I mean, la basic arithmetic. Asengikhulume ngayo nyalo, nalo minimum maximum. Okay, let's go back to our screen. Eh, let us go back to our screen. Eh, okay, now let's just perform the basic arithmetic. You can add. I'll make another example. I'll make another. Let me just maybe uh, just type for income expenditure. Okay, income expenditure. Let's say for income we have uh, let me just say sales. We'll just go to fast. Need to donations. Need to okay. Any other thing? Then expenditure needs. Oh, okay. We need to have another column. Or let me just move this to here. Needs for expenditure, maybe it's not rent, it's not salaries. Okay, sales to let's say at 3,800, donations at 2,000. Then the other income, okay, this should be 2,000. Other income maybe 1,300. Okay, then you rent it. It's 800. Salaries at 1,500. Okay. Now, okay, then we need to have my totals. How do we calculate my totals? We need to use this function here, sum. Sum ke kunanang sum lomelula, where you don't need to enter a formula. You just come to auto sum. Ukhumbule sifa ubeke la ufuna kube ne-answer yakho khona njalo ufuna answer yami ibe la, then itakuphi, there's auto sum here. I just click on auto sum. I click on auto sum, then I press enter. Automatically sekuniketile ini the total for income yami. Coming on to expenditure, same thing nakhona ngibeka ukuthi ngifuna ibe la, and then I just click on auto sum. Nakhona it does the same thing. Now sengifuna kubona ukuthi kuthiwa manje I don't know ukuthi kuthiwa yini le difference lena, ngibalo ngangitshela siyayisithini noma asengithi nje profit ngamabonga.
Nasi Mr. V.
Yes, yes,
Lapha kulo auto sum
yes,
upressena directly ngibona ngathi ne drop down R.
yes.
Lebese iveta bo average.
Sengipresse na direct auto sum,
Okay, not le drop down.
not the drop down arrow. Yes, ngipresse nje
Okay.
direct. Yes,
Okay.
yes. Okay. Now sengifuna ke nyalo ukubhala i-profit yami ukuthi ngimali. I-profit yami ke ngitawufuna ini, ngifuna i-difference, ngifuna lokhu minus lokhu. So ke i-formula yami itawuthini? Okay, le nombolo angikhulumi nga-7,100 nyalo. Ngikhuluma ngani nyalo? Ngikhuluma ngale cell reference lena lokubani ngu-B14. I hope uyabona ukuthi this is B14. Ngu-row, ngu-column B, row 14. This is B14. Ngikhuluma ngathi ngifuna i-difference between B14 and D14. Yes. So ke ngifuna i-answer yami ibe la. Ngitawuta kuphi? Ngitawuta lana ngifake i-formula yami ngitawuthi equals to, sengiyasho sengithi bani? Ngithe this is B14. Ngitawuthi B14. Yes, B14 minus bani? D14. D14. Yes. And then I press enter. There is my answer.
Okay.
There is the answer. There is the answer. B14 minus D14. Ukumbuke, you don't talk about the number. You talk about the cell reference. When you type your formula, you type the formula, you refer to the cell reference. Ngiyethemba uyabona also nala uma sibala i-average. I-average lana sithe si-average abani? B6 to D6. Kude inombolo lesiyifakile, you are referring the number that you are going to find inside that cell. Ngiyona lo sebenzela edukwayo. Okay. So ungakwenda ke naloko uformate, you highlight mhlambe ke, yes, ufuna ukufaka ke as to highlight everything. Ukhumbule ukuthi uma ufuna ukufaka emabhokisini, you come here, you click on the drop down arrow, then it's all borders. Okay. Now coming on to the profit, mhlambe nofuna ivele differently, ungayi-highlighter. Sesifuna ukuthola something that is different, you click here. Kungaba ngu-top and double border. Ngile ngakujabulela, uyayibona seyiphela ikanjani yona. There is our profit. You can also use colors if you like. Kumbulas, you can highlight. Then you come onto the bucket, you choose the color of your choice. If you decide to choose red, it's okay. Then income expenditure. Nakhona mhlawumbe you can choose a different color. There you go. Bold, do this, increase the font size, and so on and so forth. Okay, we've got about 8 minutes remaining. Mhlambe I can leave this time for questions. Any questions?
Okay. Mina ngicela kubuta Mr. V lapha kule positioning.
Yeah.
Uyawabekisa ukuthi if there are more than 100 students,
Yes.
letinye tinto udenda automatically. So lapha kule positioning ayikho yini indlela yokuthi ungapositiona from position 1 to maybe say 150 without doing it manually like you did there.
Manually, yes, yes, there is a way you can do it automatically. Yes, like school reports, lamanye
Yes.
mabakhabasebenzisa just simple Microsoft Excel. Khathi i-report card yesikolo ubala ngalo Excel nje yena kanje. The teachers that they just put the scores, that is all. Emva kwaloko i-report kuya-average, kuya-commenta, kuya-position automatically. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So look, Microsoft Excel if ufuna a-perform ama-calculations, yathi kahle la faka ube tinombolo because lama-calculations wenda kuphi on numbers.
Okay.
I hope you can note ukuthi lana nje sikhuluma ngemali lana. Instead of ukuthi la kulo 3,800, once wafaka ke wena instead of 3,800, okay, another thing maybe before la angisakhona ku-editha lo 3,800. If mangabe kufuneka ku-editha lo 3,800 ngiklikha kuye, then bese ngibuya la kule formula bar sengitobhala. Let's say bengibhale akasesiyinombolo, ngithemba uyabona automatically nala le nombolo siyashintsha ithi 1,000 because loku akusayi-consider as a number. It no longer considers this as a number.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, because
Yeah.
sekuna-A. Uma ngabe kufuneka akamele labo A ngibafake. Okay, uma ngithi ngiyayibuyisela. Uma ngabe kufuneka ukubona kukhombisa ukuthi le income yami yini, imarandi, ngamane ngikhombe la bese ngiyabhala in bracket ukuthi this is what, this is the money, the income
Oh, okay.
is in emalangeni. Okay, siyabona.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes. Yes.
So ufaka kube tinombolo kuphela, ungafaki lothi ibani khomba ukuthi this is emalangeni. No, you just put the numbers only because lo Excel will understand that tinombolo kuphela. Lo text, yes, it's okay. I-text ungayifaka separate just for the names, but where you want Microsoft Excel to perform calculations,
Meaning ukuthi nalapha kulama scores nje ngiyofaka bo-percent.
no, ngeke asithi lo 77 is a percentage. Ufake nje lo 77, angeke bese ufaka la cela ukuthi 77%. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Hayi
All
kubonakala
right.
kuvakala
Uh,
uhlupha nje ngokuthi size nawe sokuthi uyasithela nje lapho umuntu athi uyende lapha sesikuyasala so yehluleka lesi sikhathi ingabe ungakhona kusisendela lo ngoba ngathi ku-recording.
oh yes, okay. Ngicela ukukusenda nyalo nje ngingaze ngikhohlwe. Ngiyakusenda khona nyalo so that you can practice next week masihlangana ukhazi to are building on what we've learned today.
Yes, Mr. V. Naloku kwe-previous lesson wagcina ungakawusinikele
Upload.
into.
Okay, and let me upload everything right now. Let me
Okay.
upload everything right now. Yes. Okay.
Nalama notes la lokuwaveta la
Yes.
uthi utawasenda mos now.
Yes, ngiyawasenda
Okay.
now. Yes, yes. Please
Okay.
go through the manuals, go through all the formulas, try to practice. Then get next week, when we meet, we are going to go through the formulas together. Sibone ukuthi kuhamba kanjani.
No.
Alright.
Okay, if there are no further questions, then it's a good,
Ngasike Mr.
yeah,
V.
yeah, bro.
Maybe lokho kuseceleni.
Yeah.
Amalakhe ya labeyisende ngu-Mr. Smelane. Beyikhombe ukuthi next week i-examination.
Oh,
Sekukhona lebonile ku-Dr. Ndlela ungathi i-examination seyikhomba kubo-February.
oh yes,
Kuhamba njani?
yes, besemhlanganweni namuhla nje nasidiscussa yona le ndzaba. Bese siyabuka nakati indzaba tabo COVID ngoba asathi lotsi ukuthi akwendekani actually.
Ah,
Yes, ngoba nje uma sibuka eSouth Africa, president was-South Africa noma kusasa or but anytime before the end of the week, khona announcement la tayo ngente yokhazi ukuthi batawuthi full lockdown. Usually uma bathi full lockdown in South Africa, kuyalandzelana la kakwa.
okay.
So-ke kunaleyo uncertainty. Kanti lokunye ukhaya ukuthi njengathi la ka-ICT nje kusafanele ukuthi sibhale lama-test.
Okay.
Before ubhale the exam fanele ube wende 2 wema-test. Kune-assignment, one test. So
Alright.
sithi asizame ukuphusha leto tinto leto. Siphinde sibuke nalesimo ukuthi sime njani lesimo lesikhona currently.
Okay.
Yes. Otherwise,
Bayathi on another note nje mina nginasena challenge lapha ya. Ngicabanga ukuthi okunye wabona lapha ukuthi i-Windows isi-activated. Kuhle kungijika nje eceleni vele ngithi ngiyayivula kuvulele enye into ngingasaboni ukuthi konke kanjani. Ingabe ngingasizakala kanjani kepha lapho kulolu
okay.
hlangothi?
Yes, ngicela udownload Team Viewer lapho ku-computer yakho. Then-ke ngicabanga ukuthi noma ungabe siyangishayela kusasa bese ngiyakhona loku-activate but bawuconnect-e ube online. Wa-download Team Viewer ndakhona kukusita ku-accessa lo mshini wakho ngoku-activate.
Okay. Sesingakhuluma ngesikhathi nje-ke mphephethu ngoba sengiku-download-ile. Ukuthi ungabe ngakuthinta nini.
Okay, ngicela ungithinte around bo 10 kusasa.
10.
Yes.
Alright.
Yebo.
Okay.
Okay.